Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, the white stuff has been coming down most of the week. And although the field's been under attack, reports say snow flurries will not be stopping anytime soon. Could be looking for a ball control type game here, if the teams can. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, now.
Well, folks, here we are at the corner of Brett Favre Pass and Holmgren Way. Clearly, the people here in Green Bay love their football. Hi, folks, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to historic Lambeau Field. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. Have really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game. We'll see how it goes.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
Tails it is. Number 2, kicking off for the Packers.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
Football.
Number 2 kicks it, and we are underway. Number 23 catches it back at the 2.
A factor at this point. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Number 29 catches it in the flat, and it's good for a gain of 10 on the play. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. As we can see here, we've got the injuries that have accrued over the season, and let me tell you, each one of these guys was hard to lose.
Wilkerson sacks him way back at the 31.
Wilkerson gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection.
Get a bit tougher on the third down ahead.
Yeah, good defensive play there, Dan. Let's see if they can stand strong for this one here.
It's intercepted. Back down at the 30.
King knew the snow might make the ball harder to throw than a frozen turkey, so he was ready and able to pick off the wayward pass.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first intercept at this drive at the 30-yard line. Williams. Makes the catch on the right sideline and is well past the markers for a first down.
Cobb is head-to-head on this one with the pass coverage, and the ball is waiting for him downfield. That's a great catch. Great execution.
First down, 10 yards to go. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Packers.
Changed a lot on this play, but it wasn't all him. Watch. Yep, he owes everything to those blockers, Dave.
Number 23 fields the kickoff at the 5. Out of Number 11 there. It'll be second down.
That's what you can get in, but they were, hoping for more.
Number 29 gains 8 yards, and that will bring up third down.
Penalty, automatic first down.
Number 21 clearly tugs on the face mask here. You just can't do that and get away with it. Check it out. Yep, there's the flag. Definite face mask. That's a
47.
No dice. Number 29 takes it twice. Number 97, that's this one at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Third down coming up. Jones goes in motion. Number 9 throws a bullet to the flat, and it is not reeled in, incomplete.
number 12.
Montgomery catches it at the 14. Again gets free. Keep it up, they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Crosses the field,
Interception.
runs out of bounds at the 21.
Well, it's all about getting in position to make the grab, and watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first intercept. Another opportunity here as they start off at the 21-yard line. Number 9, here's this one to the left sideline, and it's off. Incomplete.
Call maybe next time with it.
Number 46 goes in motion. Number 29 catches it in the flat. Third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but
Number 15 fights for every inch of turf he can get. Watch here as he makes the catch.
right there, and then Montgomery fields it all the way back at the 1. Tackled at the what happens here? They'll start at their own 23-yard line. Williams. Number 97 gets the sack way back at the 15.
Number 97 nails the offense with a huge loss. Watch how he zeroes in on the target. Ouch.
Tackled at the 30.
Clipping, number 23, defense.
Number 9 fires this one over the middle, and this one is incomplete. Adams crushes him behind the line at the 46.
That's the end
And
of the
that'll
first
do it for quarter number 1, and we're all tied. Number 9 throws a high long one to the right, and they...
Number 19 had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
That'll be his... King puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
King wasn't going to let this one slip by. He had his man covered to the T. That's great coverage. Let's check it out.
Number 9 throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Joe Asher that time.
Number 15 didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. Successful in all with the pass. This play was more proof.
The field goal
Third
attempt
is such
good.
a... Number 5 has his work cut out for him trying to kick in the snow here. Watch this. Oh, he manages to...
Montgomery decides to take it out of the end zone. Stop at the 24. Williams will take the handoff and picks up a couple. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Number 23 hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Number 20.
Rogers passes this one after the play action, and it's tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Number
That
27
will bring up
with the
4th
deflection.
down. Takes the long snap and punts it away. Number 23 field at their 36-yard line. Wilkerson gets the sack at the 32.
Wilkerson all down the quarterback for the loss of a little yardage and a lot of momentum there.
Down. 13 yards to go. Intercepted. Tackled at the 42.
Jones benefits from a huge error on the receiver's part. The ball gets dropped. And he's there to scoop it up, but I don't think he's going to give it back.
Track here. This drive begins at the 42-yard line. Rogers bullets a beauty deep down.
Rogers goes right past the coverage and into his... Dan, when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds. Detroit will not be charged to timeout. Second down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Rodgers gets some air under this pass, and the catch is made at the 11. Finally stopped at the 7.
Rodgers makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
And Peter
There.
First down, goal to go. Williams has his number
Down here, but it looks like it's still very sore. I've been told that his return is questionable. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Rodgers dumps this one off, and it's cut for the score.
Rodgers goes across the field on this one and completes the pass. It's worth another look. Oh, he's got such a strong arm. What a powerful throw.
Peter.
Hey, way to go out there. Good job. Nice play. Nice play.
Number 39 fields the kickoff at the 5. Dodges a tackle. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. How they turned the ball over leaps out at me, and you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL.
24-yard line. Number 29 makes his fourth carry of the game. Number 4. Martinez tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Montgomery fields the punt at the... Makes the catch out to the left.
Go, 21.
Graham wasn't
Pass is
remotely
incomplete.
in the vicinity of the pass. Rodgers makes the long pass, and they
Pass is
can't
incomplete.
connect. Incomplete.
Number 6.
Number 2 kicks from 39 yards out, and it's good.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Number 2 knocks through a good-sized kick. Watch here. Nowhere close to his match, but he's obviously still...
Number 39 decides to take it out of the end zone. Hammered. They'll start at their own 26-yard line. Whips him down in the backfield, and the clock continues to run.
Wilkerson gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. It's a shame.
Number 9 throws a heater right sideline, and it got away from him a bit. Incomplete. And also force a third and long.
That's the perfect setup for the defense, Dan.
Montgomery fields it at the 28. Tackled at the 43. Gets the sack, and Rodgers tosses it deep down the left side, and it's complete for the first down and a whole lot more. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Packers are out in front, 17-10. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime numbers and look at the difference in time of possession. The Packers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. King is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Packers still early in the first. The Packers inside the red zone. Williams let his big old offensive line pave the way on this one. An 11-yard touchdown for the Packers. The Packers midway through the first. Packers ahead by 7. Number 42 was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Lions ended the first quarter. Number 15 ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. A 12-yard touchdown for the Lions. Game tied 7-all. Number 27 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Lions later in the second ball at the 31-yard line. Number 9 would find his target on this one. That set up a short 25-yard field goal. The Lions still early in the second quarter. Lions up by 3. Jones was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Packers still in the second. Rodgers is back to throw. This is nothing more than a little pitch and catch with his wide receiver. A 35-yard play that set up a Packer touchdown. Packers up 14-10. Rodgers is back to throw as they want to air it out here, and this one is right on target. That set up a 40-yard field goal. The Packers late into the second quarter, the ball at their own 35-yard line. Cobb is going to try to stretch the field here. He's going to make them pay. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers are holding on to a lead, 17-10.
Kicks it, and the second half has now started. Montgomery fields the second half kickoff at the 3. Stopped at the 26. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results, and the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. I like those stats. Great receiving yards.
Williams gets the handoff and heads out. Rodgers airs this one to the right sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Williams goes one-on-one on this play and beats his man. He executed that pass pattern perfectly and made the catch. Nice reception. Nope, they could not notice him on the field at all.
First down, 10 yards to go. Rodgers really rifles this pass, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Rodgers made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
Peter, it doesn't even seem fair when Williams. Rodgers floats this one out to the right sideline, and this one is incomplete. And he's in for the touchdown. Number 23 catches it back at the 4. Jukes back down at the 22. That time he managed to make the tackle.
Yeah, baby, this is what football is all about as far as I'm concerned.
Number 9 rifles it out left side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Getting them to the punch right here.
Montgomery fields a deep punt and start this drive at the 38-yard line. Williams gets the call on first down. Williams gets the call again and picks up the first down.
Impressive yards in the ground here. Check it out. Boy, that's some nice running. It's all about field vision. And if you can see where you have room to roam.
Rodgers lets it go. Hauls in the pass and is well past the markers for the first down.
Cobb is so open on this play. It's ridiculous, Dan. Was the defense even on the field? Let's take a look. Well, they were all right, but they just weren't paying attention.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Packers enjoying the lead, 24-10. Williams picked up about 12, and that brings up first down.
Williams boosted in the family on this play, and he had a lot of brothers to help him. Yeah, that design run was a success because he found the ground.
Williams takes it. Williams carries it for a third. Allison mishandles this one and drops it. Incomplete. That Coach Sherman doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Green Bay is challenging whether the pass was caught inbounds.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Dan, when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the play stands. The pass was incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds. Green Bay will be charged a timeout. 4th down.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that he is not very happy with that call. Number 2 kicks it from 32 yards, and it's up through the goalpost. Good.
Number 2.
Number 39 fields the kickoff at the 1. Leaps magic as they start this drive at their own 22-yard line. Jackson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Aggressive D.
Wilkerson gets it.
Unless they pull off a miracle here, they're really going to put their defense in a tight spot.
Wilkerson sacks him back at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal.
Wilkerson got through with ease and brought the quarterback down back there. Good, clean sack.
Offense takes the field. They're in command, and they'll probably look to take time off the clock. They will start at the 5-yard line. Williams carries it off right tackle and gets the touchdown.
Number 64 steps up and uses his strength here. Oh, really carved out a path with that block.
They score. The Lions let this bounce out of the end zone at their own 20-yard line. King tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Number 9 fires this one over the middle, and it's incomplete. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, we've got some notable injuries this season. Teams are doing their best to put their best.
3rd down, 1 man down. Number Wilkerson. No good. Incomplete.
Number 11.
3rd down and 4 wideouts in the game. Number 9 zips it to the left sideline, and it is not. Williams makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate?
Number 9 throws a bullet, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
Was the intended receiver. Williams with the cover.
Number 11 looked like he was a shoo-in for making a reception there. But looks
Hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
well, they needed at least a field goal off that one. Let's just say comeback is going to be.
Ball at the 22-yard line.
Williams has his number called on 2nd down. Williams
Have a go-to receiver in there.
Williams will get the. Williams gets the call on 2nd down and gets in for the score.
This is a nice run here. And when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job.
Number 39 fields it all the way back at the 4. Shoots, and the clock at 1:39. This one will fall
Pass is
incomplete.
With the deflection.
Number 9 floats it to the right side, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Rips him down. Number 9 sends it to the right side, and it's caught short of the markers. They will forfeit the ball on downs.
King makes his presence known on this one. He's going to haunt the ball carrier's dreams for a while. Over.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Williams will get the carry on 3rd down. Number 2 kicks it from 32 yards and squeezes it inside the right goal post. And that is going to do it for this one. The Packers come out on top 44-10. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Packers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the 3rd quarter. Rodgers would find an opening here, and he was off. An 18-yard touchdown for the Packers. The Packers move ahead by 14. This time at the midfield stripe. Rodgers connected with his man on this one. That set up a 33-yard field goal. The Packers, after a stop on 4th down, Packers out in front by 17. Williams got the carry here, and he was able to break through. They've opened it up now and lead by 24. The Packers have it after a turnover on downs. Williams found a little opening. That was all he needed. A 1-yard touchdown for the Packers. Packers out in front, 41-10. After driving 1 yard on 3 plays, number 2 gets the call as they can't punch it into the end zone, but the short field goal is up and good. A 33-yard field goal, and that's where we'll leave this one. Packers win big, 44-10. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Williams is on hand with Susie Culver. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You played great today and led your team to a big win. What gave you guys the edge today?
Yeah, the fans were real big for us, man. They really got into the game, and we fed off their energy, man. I'm really glad we get the win for them.
Chris, back to you.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.
In SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Bills stroll away with a 14-point win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Bears pick up their 6th win of the year. The Eagles won this contest and will now move to 2nd place in the NFC East. Cook stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Number 8 threw for 2 touchdowns and helped his Titans beat the Colts. Up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, the city by the Sound, we had the Seahawks decisively win by 17 points. Lions, Packers. Sound. Number 42 would come up with the big play to kill a drive because he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Packers win this one by the final score of 44-10. Over at Heinz Field, we had the Steelers squeeze out a 4-point victory. The Jaguars racked up over 150 rushing yards in their win at Reliant Stadium. The Patriots lost at home in their final game of the year. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the 49ers pick up their 8th win of the year. The Saints won this contest and will now move to first place in the NFC South. Cowboys, Giants. Brown is on an island sometimes, but if you leap like that and with his size, only the quarterback can get him. Does he have the wheels? No way, Jose. Touchdown, 65 yards. The Cowboys go on to win this by the final score of 20-17. The Chargers win yet again this week and keep their impressive streak alive. Higgins nabbed 2 touchdown passes and helped his Browns beat the Ravens. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Collins won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without it. Unfortunately, it's a torn ACL, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Graham will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. Unfortunately, the doctors have confirmed a cracked vertebra in his neck, keeping him out for the rest of the regular season. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. This guy will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
And in our final game, we had the Falcons come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. All right, folks, our playoff picture has now been officially finalized. So let's take a look at it now, shall we? We'll begin with a look at the AFC. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how things stand over in the NFC. So there you have it, the regular season now in the books. Time to see which of these 12 teams will emerge as Super Bowl champs. We'll get it started for you on ESPN next weekend. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
And then there were 12, the playoffs, right around the corner, which means it's time for our regular season awards. But first, my primetime players. The final round of game balls go to these Warriors, each with a standout performance in the final game of the regular season. All right, as promised, here's a look at this year's best of the best, our season-ending NFL awards. Newton, without a doubt, is going to take home the hardware in this one. You see the numbers on your screen, but numbers really don't tell the whole story. Leadership, work ethic, love of the game, that's what truly makes him stand out. He had, without question, the best year of anyone. Rodgers has got to be our choice for Offensive Player of the Year, and you've got to be hard-pressed to find better numbers than that. Obviously, give a lot of credit to the rest of the offense, but this is the guy that was driving the car, so to speak. Wilkerson gets the nod for Defensive Player of the Year, and I'll tell you what, this was a cut-and-dried case. Personally, I can't think of anyone that dominated the line of scrimmage quite like he did. Number 14 comes away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, it's very difficult to come straight from college, be handed the keys to an NFL offense, but he stepped in and did a bang-up job. Watch out, he's only going to get better with age. Number 55 was our Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hard to think of any young linebacker with better instincts for the football than he has. He wins it in a landslide. Howard ran away with the rushing title this year. Talk about a threat out of the backfield, my friends. Finesse, speed, a surprising amount of power, which he used to bowl over the few who actually managed to lay a finger on him. What a year. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.